So going into 2020 archery season, I was super excited, especially teaming up with team member Curtis Goettsch. And first thing we did was get hunt stand out. I explained some things to him of the prior years that I've hunted, and he had some different opinions of things, which really helped us out this year. So we made those moves. We did preseason scouting. We hung up our reveals, got some great bucks on camera, and we just hunted hard after it.
Ooh, that smells good. So golden ester scrape.
That's pretty close.
Pretty close?
Yeah.
Let's snap that twig off right above your head.
So going into the season, October 1st, opener for archery, also early muzzleloader was coming up on us, and Kurt had an early muzzleloader tag, and the lease that we've got is only a bow lease only.
Well, it's the opening day of early muzzleloader. The corn is actually coming out in the next property over. The cornfield's getting harvested. Crops are coming out super early. Usually it's a really good sign, early muzzleloader in Iowa, if the crops are out. So they are literally picking the corn right in front of us. And our hope is that the deer that move through here, that will kind of actually keep them closer to us. So we got a couple of good shooters on this farm, and hopefully we can get done on day one of early muzzleloader here in Iowa.
We ended up hunting this new farm, and the farmers were out there actually picking the crops. Eventually, once they started to work out the field and get done picking the crops, the does started to move out slowly. They started on the far north end, and it seemed like forever taking their time. And we were just hoping that Kurt would get a shot at one of these does coming in. As we know that the does are coming into the white gold clover plot, we had to really get situated in the blind. We were set up completely different on these deer. We thought they were coming in a different direction. So I had to move. Curtis is already a full draw. The does are 20 yards from us. They're getting a little spooked. I had to completely lean over, and he was kind of looking at my camera, telling me where I needed to be. But finally we pulled the shot off, and Kurt put a good shot on this mature doe.
First day, we had the crops being taken out. I was able to kill a doe with my expedition, and yes, oh man, yeah. This is what my family lives on. We eat deer every week. Maybe not every day, get sick of it, but we eat deer for sure every week in my household. So another doe for the freezer, and we'll get those bucks dropping here soon.
Now that we got meat in the freezer, we're just waiting for this cold front and the time to be right. We're waiting for these reveal cameras to start going off on our low leash and really telling us where the deer are doing.
You got everything?
Got everything. October 30th. Me and Kurt are out again. We had, this is gonna be our second sit on this farm this whole year actually. So the wind's gonna be a little different this morning, but the deer come from every direction. I don't think it's really gonna matter, the wind. It's gonna be blowing out of the south, southwest. So gonna warm up just a little bit. We'll see how the deer movement goes. It should be good. So Rut is knocking on the door, sitting in between two bedding areas. So it should be good. My fingers are crossed. We'll see you guys in the stands.
Got some movement down this draw to the east of us. We've been hearing something, but we've got all of our scent lures out. Golden estrus. Right now the wind's coming from the north, kind of north out of the northwest, but the thermals are rising, which is good. So we're gonna sit here, fingers crossed, and see what happens.
We went in there, it's like a normal morning, cool, got a nice cold front, lots of bucks moving around, seeing lots of movement, and then all of a sudden Kurt taps me and says, "Hey, shooter." And it was the 9-pointer, we know him, we've got plenty of encounters with him, but also a lot of trail cam pictures of him.
That's him, Kurt. That's the 9.
And I drew back, did everything perfectly right, and just the shot looked good, but also as an archer, I felt like something was off.
That deer has tore me up the whole morning. After the third encounter, 2 at 80 yards. I had to sneak it. That was my only opportunity at that deer, and I had to sneak it through a limb.
And we went back and looked at the footage, and the penetration scared me when he ran off, and everything just didn't look right. The landowner actually got a hold of us as we were giving this deer time to even see, where we was when it comes to blood and everything, and said he had some good news but some bad news. And the good news was the deer was still alive, and the bad news was the deer has been harvested by another hunter that was actually hunting the south side of the farm.
Close. No cigar. Close.
Ryan?
Hey, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Good job. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line. We looked at the footage in the tree stand. First of all, when I let the arrow go, sounded good, looked good. But when he ran off, I had like this much sticking out, and I'm like, this ain't good. And then we looked at the footage, and we're like, penetration is not. I mean, we're bow hunters, right?
Yeah.
It happens to all of us. It's just. So
he can do
the only thing I'm asking for, if we can make an elk trip out there sometime, you need to shoot one, wound it, so I can catch up to it, all right? You gotta slow these things down for me. That's the only thing I'm asking, so.
I was actually really relieved knowing that something isn't out there struggling and he was put out of his misery, but also he was successful. So we actually went to recover this deer, and it was an awesome experience to hear him tell his story and how everything kind of went down.
So here's the 9 that I shot at 10:30. Weird story, amazing results of how it turns out. So I can't congratulate you enough for doing the right thing.
Thank you.
And you know what? He put a good shot on it, ethical shot on it, and he deserves it. So
we decided to go into midday, and as later the November got and the rut was full swing, we like to hunt middays. Hunt zone was showing us that the wind was going to be out the wrong direction, so we decided to put the Primo's decoy down below us to maybe have the deer focus on something besides just smelling. And we've got a mature 8. We're after him hard. He needs to go. He's got lots of scrapes. We've got lots of videos of him scraping. We've got videos of the reveals. This is his home core. We're going in after him.
Well, it's November 12th. Me and Kurt just got set up. We actually was out here around 10:30.
bucks are cruising like crazy right now, so fingers are crossed.
And it wasn't but 20 minutes. I gave a rattle in sequence. Here he comes straight into us. He gets to where he gets downwind of us, where Hunt Zone was telling us it's gonna be tough. But he got attention and he seen that decoy, and that was enough to get me drawn back.
Smoked him, dude. Smoked him.
That's a big 8. Hey, I'm happy with it.
He's down. He just went down. Okay, it's been like 15 minutes. Trying to collect myself because we've had some highs and lows, me and Kurt both this year, and Kurt's glassing some decent 2-year-olds over on the hillside, and I bet you it wasn't 20 minutes later, he's like, hey, there's a small 8 here making a scrape. Then all of a sudden, here comes a buck, and it's the big 8 that we have trail camera pics of. He's a good 8, solid 8. He comes right to us at 32 yards, and I just absolutely smoked him. So we're pumped. Me and Kurt's got our tags filled, and we just wish the best of luck to the rest of the teammates, and they're out right now. So it's been a good year. Expedition, victory, another one's down. That's dead deer.
That's pretty good.
That looks good.
It's penetration right up there.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's both lungs.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Let's keep
after it. I feel good about it.
Like I said, it sounded like he was gargling.
There he is.
There he is.
Right there, baby.
He toast?
He coast.
Oh, nice. He's got a lot more mass than I thought he did, dude. Wow. Wow. Good shot, too. I mean, that was all long, man.
Look at that. That is a stud 8.
Put your, hang on a second, man. Let me get in front of him. Put your hands on him, dude.
Oh. Tell you what, this is a huge surprise. Wow. He's been dead for a while. He's stiff. Wow. That's Joker. It's a good deer. He's got them flat blades.
That's a stud 9-pointer, man. Or 8-pointer, excuse me. What a beast of an 8-pointer,
Wow.
man. He had a lot more mass than I thought he did.
A lot more mass. Yeah. That's a stud. That is a stud of an 8.
We got 2 of that side.
Wow.
Taking a good management 8 off this property is something that we need to be doing because there's just a lot of 8s out there. I was really happy with this 8-pointer and making the decision on taking him. So I can't wait for 2021 to get the reveals out and to start getting prepped for it.